The president is a Russian operative. That sounds like the description of a bad Hollywood screenplay, but it is real.
Welcome to this week's Wacky Moments of Liberal Expression. The week started off with the media questioning itself for being just so darn stupid.
Hannity has just been convicted on 3 counts for alleged extortion and other crimes. I've been getting some grief from Sean Hannity this weekend, speaking of Fox, right? From Hannity for once suggesting that I thought Hannity could be a serious candidate for president. So give me a media critique. Was that stupid on my part? What do you make of how Hannity was covered by CNN and MSNBC?
Yes, Stelter, you were stupid, and your network and MSNBC worship Michael Hannity because he spewed hate against Trump, and you pushed that narrative that you and the leftist media hold so dear.
For the last couple of weeks, I've been saying, enough already, Michael. I've seen you everywhere. What do you have left to say? I was wrong, brother. You have a lot to say. The Democrats could learn something for you.
Well, they learned how to spew hate and fail, and that's a lesson that, they didn't seem to learn from it, actually. Like this moment from the Al Sharpton show this past Saturday, featuring Never Trumper Rena Shah giving her view of President Trump.
But we shouldn't forget who the man is. He is a racist to the core. He has a problem with anybody whose skin color is darker than his.
She knows this how exactly? I mean, did she ask him? That's their Republican strategist over at MSNBC, a never Trumper. Sharpton's team must have worked extra hard locating her. Almost as much time was spent trying to come up with reasons why Democrats are not excited about voting for their presidential contenders. Oh, the reasons they come up with.
I think that it's because, first of all, millennial turnout did double in the 2018 midterms from 2014, so it's certainly going in the right direction. But one reason is that Barack Obama was such a transformative figure for people, and he was, for many people our age, their first president that they really got behind, and he made voting into an act of love. So I don't think that millennials think of voting as their duty. They think of it as something that they only do for somebody that they really care about and really believe in.
Yes, it's because Obama has made voting an act of love. So does that mean that President Trump won the last presidential election because so many people loved him and committed acts of love? Well, of course not. No, the media wouldn't apply the same logic to Republican voters. Those voters are disgusting. They look at things like facts.
Will those Republican voters vote for a socialist who honeymooned in the Soviet Union, who wants to take health care away from 150 million people, free college education, free student loan forgiveness, free income for everybody, free stuff for everybody?
Okay, it's not free income for everyone. It's not free stuff for everyone, so we have to rein that in.
No, $60 trillion of new spending that he's called for.
Listen, if you want to say $60 trillion, you can say it. But we can't just look at Bernie Sanders and say free stuff for everyone.
Well, actually, you can. Right, Bernie?
Public colleges and universities should be tuition free. Then my critics say, well, Bernie, that's a great idea. It's all this free stuff. How are you going to pay for it? I will tell you how we're going to pay for it. We're going to impose a tax.
Well, maybe it's all the new tax hikes that the Dems push that they really don't want to discuss. Do you think? There's no act of love in voting for new taxes? Well, let's watch another media act of love. Taxpayer-funded PBS giving a lovely show and tell.
You gave me a lovely show and tell. It's an amazingly dramatic bracelet you have. And you know, sometimes I like to show pictures. This really was one for the ages.
Oh, well, it was on the front page of the New York Times. I didn't even see it.
And everywhere, sort of viral.
Oh, one for the ages. They're just gushing over each other, just like the media was gushing over Democratic presidential hopeful Michael Bloomberg earlier in the week. I mean, why talk about his questionable past comments when you can focus on the surge?
A new candidate is set to make his debut on the presidential debate stage. Former New York City Mayor Mike Bloomberg's latest strong showing in a national poll has him in second place behind Senator Bernie Sanders. Now that puts him over the top, qualifying him to meet rivals head on at tomorrow's Democratic debate in Nevada. Nicole Killian has more on Bloomberg's surge.
He's not competing in Nevada, but Bloomberg will be on the debate stage here against 5 rivals who've been debating for months.
Yes, he will. And he did.
Listen, this was a disaster for Bloomberg. Bloomberg went in as the Titanic, billion-dollar machine Titanic. Titanic meet iceberg.
Oh, where's that love gone? I mean, what about the surge? With all the candidates attacking each other, the media just had to change their focus from love and simply direct their hate to Trump, of course. So it's tinfoil hat time. Here's MSNBC's Lawrence O'Donnell.
The president is a Russian operative. That sounds like the description of a bad Hollywood screenplay, but it is real. And it is Vladimir Putin's greatest achievement. Decades after America's victory in the Cold War and the collapse of the Soviet Union, the president of the United States is now helping the president of Russia help the president of the United States to get reelected so that the president of Russia will have 4 more years of the president of the United States.
Forget the Mueller report. I mean, the president is a Russian operative because O'Donnell and unnamed sources say so. I mean, that's always worked out before with those unnamed sources, hasn't it? That's about all the leftist lunacy I can take. I'm Eric Shiner from MRC TV saying, broadcast truth, fight liberal lies. For this shirt and other conservative gear, check out mrc-store.com. Please also check out mrctv.org. Like, subscribe, and share these videos in order to cheese off the social media giants. And I'll be back with some more leftist media wackiness next week.